Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at Real Deal Talk, Epic 59 Fighter Interviews, Round 1. My favorite time of the year. Sorry, favorite time of the quarter, because there's a fight every quarter. And you guys, okay, you have no idea how fired up I am to have this dude in the studio right now. He is the ring announcer for Epic. I know he does other stuff, but for what I know of him is from Epic 59 announcing. And the first time that I saw him, I was like, I love this dude right here. His name is Kaz Egan. Basically, like Tommy Egan, if you're wanting a reference here, from Power. And if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kaz.
Dude, I am so excited to be here. And by the way, your voice, awesome. You got such a cool voice.
Oh, come on. And I think the same. Guys, do you hear his voice? Listen to him.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
When did you realize that you had a voice that was good for, how early on did you get this voice?
You know, I have I think it happened overnight, because I remember being like 12 years old. I would answer the home phone back when we used to have corded phones, and everybody would think I was my mom answering the phone. And then you go through puberty, and then all of a sudden your voice is like this. So
was it in high school?
Yeah, I think it was freshman year high school. I shot up like 5 inches in 1 year.
Because you're what, 6'7", 6'8"?
6'7".
6'7".
Yep.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And hopefully done.
And hopefully, how old are you now?
32, so I'm definitely done.
32. All right,
yeah.
So you did you realize, did anybody tell you, like, hey, dude, you got a voice that you should be on radio or something?
So the first time anybody ever told me that, I was working at a trampoline park. It was my second job, and one of the jobs was you have to get on the microphone and call out the colors, and we would host like dodgeball tournaments, and people would be like, you know what, you actually got something here. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And what age was that?
This was, I was 19, so I was still in college, and then I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe these people are right. So I went to school for digital broadcasting, thinking I wanted to be like an anchor, reporter, and then when I graduated, the only places that were hiring were middle of nowhere, Nebraska, so didn't want to move there, and I've been spoiled with Southern California. So then after that, I was thinking, okay, what else can I use my voice for? And I got into minor league baseball. That's where I've been just finished my 7th season there.
No way.
And then in 2020, when everything shut down, I was thinking, okay, what else can I get paid to use my voice for? So I was shooting messages and DMs. My first ring announcing gig was this small little like boys and girls club looking place in middle of nowhere, Mexico. I was just taking any gig. The bathrooms wouldn't even work, but that was my first chance stepping into a cage. I'm like, oh, I got to go somewhere with this. So I just fell in love after that.
This is unbelievable. Yeah, it's fascinating.
It's been a blast. It's been a wild roller coaster, but man, it's been fun.
Okay, so as soon as you went to did the broadcasting school help?
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
How did it help? Because I've never taken anything. I just I genuinely my entire life am fascinated and curious with human behavior, human nature, and I love digging into people's backstories. Like my whole life, like in a bar, the girl that I would meet, I'd actually be asking a million questions.
Really?
I'm just always been fast. So just doing something that's natural. So I'm curious as to what training did you get, do you think, that helped you the most? Like, what can you give me?
The fact that you've never done training is mind-blowing, because it's stuff like this that they teach you. Camera setups, angles, interviewing somebody is massive, because when you're doing stand-ups and you're talking to somebody you don't even know, you got to know how to hit them, how to learn how to talk to them, grab info from them. So, I mean, the fact that this is all natural for you, very impressive.
Yeah, it's completely natural. And by the way, the camera stuff, that's absolutely zero of me. That's Andy Cruz Productions. He's the one that does. He's got camera here, camera there. He's got a camera in the middle. He's standing over here with the headsets, drinking his coffee, looking pretty.
Yep. Big old smile.
Big old smile. Yeah, so that's all him. But thank you, by the way, for the kind sentiments. I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take anything at this point. So what? I can't wait. So now, when I first saw you, Epic 57.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you.
Yep.
And I before you opened your mouth, and I judged, and I'm like, all right, I realized how tall you are. I'm like, God, that guy's too tall. I'm like, because I had never been to an epic fight, and I'm going to be frank. And Jason's, I don't know if he's going to listen to this or not, but I had been to like 1 or 2 UFC fights in my life, and they were the most incredible thing I've ever seen. So here I'm like, all right, here's this epic thing.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see if this is like a real production. And I go in, I'll make the best of everything. My wife and I, we're positive people. We love life. We appreciate everything. But the point is that I saw you, and I'm like, and I almost get nervous when I see certain people. I'm like, I hope this isn't bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I hope that he's good.
Totally get
like,
what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And then, dude, literally the first 2 sentences out of your mouth, I'm like, ooh, this guy's good. And then you kept going, and I was like, oh, man, I love this guy. Out of San Diego, California. Can you give me one of those?
Oh, yeah.
Give me one.
All the way from San Diego, California. There we go.
I love it. Oh, my gosh. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Carlos Kramer, I interviewed him on my podcast.
The man.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen my interview with him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have?
I've watched all your stuff, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw you at the last one, I was walking by. I was like, oh, shit, that's JD.
Oh, my gosh.
You're like a celebrity here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you hearing this, folks?
There we go.
We're going to play this to my kids.
There we go. Yep. They got to respect the dad.
Yeah, because they're making fun of me all the time like I'm nothing.
He's a big deal right here. The real deal.
Johnny, Jacqueline, listen to what he's saying. This guy knows what he's talking about.
Yep.
He's a veteran of the microphone.
That's right.
If anybody knows what he's talking, if anybody has an eye for this stuff, it's Kaz.
Right here.
My man. I can't believe it. So did you see when he did the first time he did the introduction?
Yeah.
Because I had him do one.
Yeah.
He broke the mic shut off.
Yeah.
The mic.
You
were doing that one, right? Were you doing that one, or Chris? The mic actually. He was so loud.
Just blew it out.
It blew it.
Oh, crazy.
So then the second one we did, I was sitting there like this, going, "Please don't break."
Yep.
I can't believe you've watched. I can't believe you're watching my stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. That guy's voice is just a trip. I don't know how he doesn't lose his voice constantly. The amount of gravel he puts into that, it's crazy.
I first met him. We were at a fundraiser.
Yeah.
I'm with it's all about the kids. Angela Brand. We were at a fundraiser,
Nice.
and they had this band called. It was a Queen cover band.
Okay.
And this dude walks up with a freaking full-length fur coat on.
Nice.
Okay, and I didn't know him at the time. This is Carlos, the Roaring Lion Kramer. Big shout out. He's the nicest freaking guy on the planet.
Cool dude, yeah.
Love him. And he does this freaking intro for this Queen cover band. You would have thought it was actually Queen.
Right.
It was that epic and that dramatic.
Yeah.
And immediately when he came off the stage, I said, bro, you got to come on my podcast. That was insane.
Yeah.
So, okay, so tell me some of your, like, how do you practice what you do? Because I'm trying to, as I'm watching you in the ring, I'm like, can I do this? I don't think I could do this.
Oh man, you got the voice, you got the look. I mean, you could easily step in there right now. It's just a presence thing too. Even aside from the voice, I mean, you already got that. So you just gotta get the info.
Yeah.
You gotta learn where to.
Yeah.
put
How do you do it? Give me
inflections.
your prior to the fight, where you put your inflections, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know any other ring announcers like secrets and everything, but I like highlight certain words yellow, highlight certain words green if I want to go up in inflection, if I want to reset and go down. So there's a lot of like science or math behind it. I don't know. Everybody's got their own tricks of the trade to it. But yeah, I'll show you one of my cards next time. It's so much scribble, so much coloring, underlining, capitalizing certain words. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so do you actually, for each fight, you've got the fighters.
Yep.
Do you actually have something written for both fighters that you look at?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a ton of homework.
Because your mind, when you're public speaking, pretty much is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And you have new fighters every time. There's no way you can memorize that.
No shot. I mean, because you don't want to be looking at the card the entire time because you're on camera. So you gotta. That's another thing you learn in broadcasting because you're learning off the cue cards.
Yeah.
So you want to just like read ahead a little bit and then look up at the camera. Read ahead a little bit, look up at the camera. But yeah, dude, there is so much homework that goes into ring announcing. It's insane. The matchmaker Harvey, he's awesome. He'll send me more information than almost any other matchmaker that I've worked with does. So he makes my job very easy, but you got to get the height, weight, and you don't know the weight till when it's epic, the day of. And there's a lot of times where there's not nicknames on the fighter's info. So I have to go to every fighter a couple hours before when they're in the room warming up, getting taped up. I have to go to every single fighter, make sure all the info's correct because sometimes it's wrong online. make sure I'm saying their names correctly, all the pronunciation,
Yes.
their nickname, their height, where their gym is, all this sort of stuff.
So just saying the names properly
Oh, yeah.
is a big deal.
Yep. Oh, that's
They
what-
got family in the house.
Exactly. There's tons of fans and friends watching around the world at home, so you don't want to mess that up. And I've announced some insane Russian, Brazilian names, and yeah, I don't know any other language, but as long as I know the accents well enough, that's all that matters as a ring announcer. I'll fake it.
So how much preparation do you put in to like Epic? Let's just use Epic 59.
Yeah.
How much preparation goes into that? How many hours you put in?
Oh, there's a ton, because once you get the information, you can only get so much information before talking to the fighters, but as much as you can get, luckily I get a lot from Harvey, just repetition as far as reading through the cards, acting, because you can't like practice like, okay, this guy's 5'9", he's probably weighing around 159. You have to practice full out.
Yes.
You don't want the
5'9", 100.
Yeah. You don't want the first time you're saying it the way you're going to say it be in the cage. So, I mean, a shout out to my neighbors. I've never gotten any complaints, but I'm going full out at home multiple times.
Okay, keep going with this, because I'm a ministry leader at my church.
Oh, nice.
And I'm known now in the ministry. There's 6 leaders. We mentor people, and I'm known as the intro guy. Like, people love the way I intro people, because I put thought and I put preparation into it.
Yep.
And I was just literally teaching one of our girls last week. She's like, how do you memorize that stuff? Me, I have to memorize. There's only one, like,
so
one
you
or
memorize it.
I do, but you're doing 12 fighters, bro. It's impossible. Right. I do one person per week.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
So on the drive up is when I do in my head. I don't do it out loud, but I'll do it in my head. I'll go through the bio, the thing. Anyway, the point is, my question to you is, for people that like want to know the art form. Mm-hmm. So you said you do it. So you literally go through every fighter in your house real time, like you're actually doing it.
Yeah. In order, everything. You go blue, red, because you can't be jumping around, because then when you're in the cage in the moment, lights are on, cameras on you, you don't want to be, okay, blue, was it blue or red? You can't be messing around with that. So if full rehearsal multiple times at home, yeah.
So by the time that you're in the ring, actually doing it and actually saying it, this is now almost like an auto response, because you've already done it.
Exactly.
Like the exact inflections.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The tonality difference.
Yep.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Exactly. Because, I mean, another thing at home, like tone, inflections, you want to be practicing. Does it sound better if I add pounds on pounds or pounds?
Yes, or like the way you do San Diego, because I be San Diego, California, or San Diego, California.
Yep. And you don't want everything to sound the same, because especially when you're in San Diego, there's going to be multiple guys from San Diego. So you don't want to say San Diego. You got to say it 5 different ways.
And so, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yep.
I can't believe you're here today. This is crazy. Seriously, I've been obsessed with this guy since the first time, because I remember looking at you and judging him. Like, look at you with the hair. You look like you're like 18.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Hey, I'll take that. I'll love
look
that.
what he's got, the wavy hair. He looks like he just came off the couch in Pacific Beach from surfing.
There we go.
And I was like, oh no. I was nervous. I was concerned.
Yeah, there's a lot of posers out there.
There are.
Yeah, and I mean, with ring announcing or any announcing, hosting even.
Yes.
You know within not even a minute. Yeah.
If this person's legit.
Yep, exactly.
And immediately within 1 minute, I was like, oh, dude, this guy's legit. So then that just made the whole fight even better for me, because then I got to listen to you like the whole fight. Because then I'm trying to study you, going, like, because the crowd's going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, because you have to talk over people. There's nobody like, okay, let's get quiet. Yep. He's about to announce the fighters.
Yep.
You don't have that luxury.
No.
They're going nuts. There's people talking. There's people over here partying, drinking that aren't even watching the fight.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, epic events. If anybody's never been, you got to go. I mean, it's a party.
It's a party, dude. Yeah. And it gets crazy.
And there just happens to be some fights happening over here.
And so to listen Kaz do the intros, and so you do the intros, but you don't do post-fight stuff, right?
Post-fight interviews, there's usually somebody else they have for that. But I mean, that's another thing where you're calling out the judges' scores and everything. You got to put different.
So you do that too, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you do the pre-fight, the intros to bring them into the ring, and then you also do it when they're raising they're raising the hand or whatever. You're actually announcing by TKO, right?
Exactly. and say there's a lot of TKOs. You can't say TKO every time because then it just gets a little too repetitive. So that's another thing you have to add a whole bunch of variations for. So, I mean, it never ends.
It never ends.
No.
And so what else do you do? So do you have a podcast?
No, never got into podcasting.
Why not?
I don't know. I know all these cool people like yourself now, and I don't know. I got so much other stuff going on. I got baseball. I got Monster Jam that started in 2021. Ring
and is that in the actual arena, like the Monster Jam? You're actually the one out there, over the loud system.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Monster Jam?
No.
Oh, dude, it's a trip. It's right up your alley. It's fighting and Monster Jam, country music, all this stuff. Wrestling just blends in all together. Monster Jam is just like a mechanical traveling circus. So I travel all over the world.
What is Monster Jam? Is it the cars?
Yeah,
the trucks.
Gravedigger. You ever heard of?
Yeah. The monster trucks.
Yep, monster trucks. 12,000 pounds machines just flying through the air.
And you're the one announcing?
Yeah. I got my start right in 2020. It's a blast.
When's the next one in San Diego?
January.
Do you have to wear? Should we wear earplugs and stuff? Why am I asking that question?
Yeah.
You have to wear them.
You ever been? Yeah. Andy's been. Yeah, Monster Jam. It's outdoors in stadiums, not too bad, but still insanely loud. When it's in arenas, I mean, you'll go deaf.
So how do people hear you if they have freaking ear things on?
Oh, I mean, they crank it up. If the trucks are going, you can't hear us.
Right.
You can't. So we're like trained. We go through schooling and like a training for Monster Jam just alone.
Shut up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every year there's a Monster Jam summit that we have to go to for a week leading up to the season. That's actually happening middle of November. So it's coming up. We got to go to Florida, train for a week, get ready for the next season, and start it all over again.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Give me a week in the a life of Kaz. Like, what's a week look like for you?
It depends on what I got going on. If it's fighting, baseball, I just got a job with the San Diego Gulls hockey team. So opening night is tonight. Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah, going there right after this.
You're announcing for that?
Yeah. I'm the in-arena host. So I'm like the hype man, the one hosting the games with the crowds, giving out free stuff. As long as the crowd's going wild, I'm doing my job. So opening night tonight, San Diego Gulls.
Is this your first night doing that?
Yeah, for hockey, yes, first time doing hockey.
And so, do they give you the whole thing of what to plan for? How much preparation you put into this?
I don't know what I'm doing until I get there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So sports like baseball and hockey, they're a little bit different. With fighting and Monster Jam, I could put some like practice into and prepare. It's a lot of improv when it comes to baseball and hockey.
Wow.
Yeah.
And for baseball, what are you doing with baseball?
So baseball, I started in 2019. I'm the MC, similar to the in-arena host for this hockey, San Diego Gulls, but hyping it up. But I do a lot more. I'm full-time there with the Lake Elsinore Storm. So I do all the planning. I do all the preparation of theme nights, what games we're going to be playing that night. So it's a little bit easier there. Hockey, who knows what's happening tonight? As long as the crowd's going wild, I'm happy.
And so are you actually like commentating on the game itself live or just in between?
Luckily not that. I mean, that's a whole nother skill right there that I do not have. I bet you'd be great at that, especially when
I don't know.
No, you know the fighting game.
I just interviewed Main Event Maddie.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's the man.
And I asked, bro, do you think I could do the commentating? He's like, I think you could.
Yeah.
Because I don't know much about fighting. I'd have to be the funny guy.
Yeah, you could be color commentator.
The color guy.
Yep. You could easily do that. You got the personality, you got the voice. You could easily do that. But luckily for sports, no, I do not do that. That's a whole nother skill. I like being like more in the face, in the crowd, one-on-one or one-on however many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's more my deal. And improv, love it.
And okay, so let's talk about, because I want to keep going here, bro. We got to shut it down though. I know.
Yeah.
I know. My producers.
There we go.
Give me the time.
We'll come back. All
right. So just let's finish with telling us, the viewers, everybody, like, what's your driving motivation? Like, where do you want to go with this? Like, give me what's driving you, the vision. What's going on here?
My favorite thing in the world is to entertain people, whether that be baseball, hockey, Monster Jam, fighting, it doesn't matter. As long as I can make a career out of entertaining people, and it's not so much because I don't like the attention on me. My job for anything that I do, ring announcing, all this, I'm putting the attention on other people and just making sure the crowd is having a good time. So if I can make it a career out of people coming to events where they forget what's happening in the real world and just enjoying this moment, this bubble that they're in, and I'm helping conduct that, that's the dream.
I love that, man, because I get so many guests that'll come on and be like, well, JD, how can I help you? Whatever. And no, this isn't about me.
Right.
I'm literally a vessel.
Yeah.
I'm here to dig out the gold from your story and your testimony
There you go.
to inspire others. This is nothing to do with me. I'm just a conduit.
Yep.
I'm the one that's gonna dig out the gold
Yep.
and let others be inspired by your story, your testimony. So it's the same exact wavelength. It's exactly what I'm talking about, bro.
Exactly. Best in the biz, right here.
Come on, let's
go.
go. All right. So can you do any type of intro for us? But we'll end on an intro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What intro do you want to do?
We'll just improv it. We'll make it up. For all the wonderful people that will be in attendance at Epic 59, November 22nd. And for everybody watching around the world, I want you to get ready for the real deal JD.
Ooh,
There we go.
that was nice.
There we go.
And with that, Kaz Egan, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor.
been
Love
awesome,
having
man.
you on, man. I can't wait to see you at the fight. Do your thing. Guys, let me tell you something. Come to the fight just to watch this dude. He's freaking incredible. Watch the pay-per-view. Epic 59, November 22nd, Friday. Let's go. Real Deal Talk. That's a wrap. Kaz Egan in the house. Let's go. Yeah.